And welcome back. I'm up in the corner today. Yay! For part 17 of What If Naruto Was an Uchiha. So last time on the Naruto What If, we had basically gone through the entire Orochimaru and Danzo situation. The Danzo has basically now been neutralized in the story. The acquiring of Shisui, I believe that's the way his name is pronounced. I could be dead wrong with that. I apologize. It's just the way I kind of pronounce things. I still tend to sometimes say it's not Madara. I keep saying like Madara sometimes. I believe it's Madara is the name of, obviously, Madara. So, and I'm doing the best to avoid that whole Dadara thing where it's Datara. But so yeah, I'll mispronounce some things. Anyway, that his eye is actually now been entrusted by Sasuke to Naruto. Sasuke basically said, "Look, with the other eyes, we should probably destroy them, but they're still valuable assets. If you can find people you can trust, like Kakashi or like Naruto or someone, if you can find people you can trust for those eyes, then yes, I agree that they're allowed to possibly implant them. But point being, we now open up with the death of Asuma. Now, nothing has changed. Like, nothing that's happened in this story so far would have changed the events of that entire mission. Asuma still unfortunately dies. And we pretty much open up with the funeral. You know, Ino, everyone's crying. Ino's there. I do think Naruto does go out of his way to comfort Ino a little bit. Take him back to his place, for a nice bottle of wine, get a nice wine. Let's talk about our feelings and get naked. I'm just saying. No, that's not happening. But he's been a little flirtatious, and he's been friendly, and they're good. I imagine Naruto's on good terms with all the Rookie 9, if not the Rookie 12. So, yeah, I think he does take this time to actually go and, say, if there's anything you need, let me know. But, I understand what it's like to lose people. We're going to lose people in this business no matter how close, or in our jobs, in our lives, no matter what. And, but the important thing is to remember them for the good they did, and you need to remember the people you still have here. Ina's very happy, and she gives him a nice big hug, and she says thank you. Hinata is kind of glaring a little bit, maybe not glaring, but Hinata is basically he's a little I want to give Naruto hugs. But point being, enough of that stuff. Moving on to the story. So you'll still get they're team 10, right? Yeah, I believe they're Team Asuma was Team 10. You'll get Team Asuma going out for revenge. But it's within a certain amount of time. So the question is, what's with the whole Rasen Shuriken training? Well, here's the thing. Naruto clearly has a good deal of control over his wind, fire, chakra. He's got a solid grasp on earth and water. Probably the only one he's never really learned or copied any jutsus from is lightning, because I can't think of any scenario that he would have copied lightning. We don't know. I don't think Jiraiya knew lightning chakra. I'm looking up Jiraiya right now just to be certain on that. I mean, if he did know lightning chakra, he could have easily taught Naruto, or at least showed off some lightning jutsus to Naruto. But Naruto's main elements are wind and fire in this version. It's not that he can't use other elements. It's just, he didn't have lightning chakra. He had just about every other chakra, surprisingly. It says here he had wind. I don't believe that for a second. I don't believe that for a second. He knew how to teach. See, here's the thing. He knew how to teach wind. He taught it to Nagato. But he had probably had access to wind techniques and stuff like that. Build a ninjutsu. Yeah, why is it saying he's got wind? I don't get that. Anyway. So Naruto is very skilled with his jutsu, but I think because of his training, he was focusing more on his Sharingan ability. And someone asked how he would train in that. It's just a matter of practicing what you know and your skills. That's it. Now you can get someone to teach you how to do that kind of techniques with the Sharingan. Kakashi could easily show Naruto or Sasuke how to do that, which is what he probably would have done to Sasuke during that training trip, or during their training. But it's just a matter of practice makes perfect. But he spent so much time probably focusing on that frankly, while he definitely knows how to make a great ball Rasengan on one hand, he has not tried, honestly, to fuse wind chakra or any elemental chakra into his Rasengan. Probably because Dryad never. Dryad is still a little incompetent as a teacher, let's be honest here. Even though he trained the fourth, and Naruto ultimately became one of the strongest ninja in history. I still imagine he would have forgot that little piece of information. Like, oh yeah, it's not a complete technique. Add your wind chakra to it. But I think Kakashi does bring it up. Like, yeah, the fourth tried to add his elemental chakra to it, and it didn't work out. So Naruto, will be trying with, to add it in there. And he like before, he can't do it. Now remember, Naruto here, first off, he has the Sharingan, so he can actually see how his chakra's kind of farming, so he can get a better grasp of what to do. But he can do a one-handed Rasengan, so that's like he's trying to do it with one hand, and he just can't do it, just like Naruto originally couldn't. He figures out, because he needed a clone in the original one to do it, he needed multiple hands. Wind chakra one hand, Rasengan the other hand. There you go. Wind Shuriken, and I don't know what I would name the fire one. I always kind of name the thing Nova Rasengan. That's an easy one. And basically, it looks like a little mini sun. It's basically used for incineration and exploding. And those would be like the two big ones, because those are his two main affinities that he'd be working on. He does not create a Rasen Shuriken. That one he would still need an extra clone for. Same with it'd be a fire Rasengan, let's be honest. It would look like a little mini. It looks honestly like what Jiren in Dragon Ball Super was going to throw at Goku. And like what Goku was holding after, he caught the damn thing. That's what that generally looks like. We'll get to like the bigger versions when he figures out how to use a clone for that. Right now, he doesn't have enough time for that, but still, the wind and fire Rasengan are probably going to be more than enough. So, again, nothing changes in terms of the events in the fight between Kakuzu, Hidan, Team 10, and Kakashi. Nothing changes with that. What does change is when Team 7 finally arrives on the scene. It is Yamato, is it Yamato or Yamato? Because that is slightly different. I think it's Yamato. Yamato, Sakura, Sasuke, and Naruto are both there. So they show up, and obviously Shikamaru takes care of Hidan. Then it's Kakuzu versus Naruto. Now Naruto has access to the Fox chakra. He has access to his Sharingan and his Mangekyo. So but Naruto is actually more wanting to try to use his own power, because he wants to test out his new jutsu. So he's rushing in. And Naruto is pretty fast in his own right. He's using his Sharingan to avoid they're called the Grudge Fear, I believe, right? Basically Kakuzu's techniques, where he has the hearts inside the masks. And, he gets in there and, he actually launches a clone, which has a Wind Rasengan. Fortunately, it gets, poofed by, the tendrils. Naruto, however, comes in, with a Fire Rasengan instead, and he does manage to hit on one of the masks as it gets in the way, and he pretty much just incinerates the mask straight out. Just boom, and Kaguya's like, that technique is dangerous. I cannot allow you cubic containers to get any further strikes in. I will use your, and I imagine he'd hit the wind, which is weak to fire. I will use your heart to replace mine. Don't worry though. I won't. I'll keep you alive just long enough for us to extract the Kyuubi from you. Yeah, you're forgetting one thing. It's like, what? It's like, and what's that? Shadow Clone Jutsu. Damn it! And all of a sudden, Naruto's behind him, but this time he's got one other technique he's had prepared. It's like, yeah, I haven't really worked the kicks out of this one yet, as he's still got Susanoo ribcage. At this point, he's kind of gotten basically the whole skeletal form there with his Mangekyo. And because he knows the Rasengan, all that, give the Susanoo or Susanoo Rasengan. Just boost slams right into Kakuzu. Just, and, the other masks are trying to get towards him. But, it wouldn't get towards him. It's that he absorbed him back in there. And Naruto, with the Rasen Shuriken, killed straight out two of his hearts and brought one of them to the brink of collapse. So, I don't think a Susanoo or Rasengan is as strong as that, but it'd be enough to just crush his body, kill one of his hearts outright, and severely weaken the other two. Naruto then basically, comes in again. It's like comes in again, just with a wind rod saying as hit on. I want to say hit on as Kakuzu is about to try to get up, and then slams the wind rod saying straight down in him, and ultimately wins the day because he was able to beat Kakuzu on his own more or less without anyone's help in the original. You have a more advanced Naruto in this, yeah, he could do the same thing. So and he's avoided the risk of the Rasen Shuriken to his arms. Everything's all good. So now, where are we at in the story? Well, we're at the point where normally the Sasuke or the Itachi Sasuke arc happened. I don't think that's the actual name of it, where he and Itachi fought. But anytime we get to this point in the what ifs, and Sasuke is still good and aligned with the village, I have to alter how this scenario happens. So Sasuke is probably at his at the clan compound at his home. Enjoying the night for what I was thinking about things. All of a sudden, a crow shows up and throws a kunai with a message on there. And with it from Itachi saying, "Meet me here at this time, little brother. It's time that we settle things." Now, Sasuke, knowing the truth of what happened with Itachi, knowing that it was mostly Danzo and the other villagers, excuse me, a third, and that his clan was going to do a coup and everything, he knows that he has to face his brother, but he knows there's different reasoning behind this. And he also knows that he should tell people this, but at the same time, this is between Itachi and him. But there is one person he does legitimately tell. And it is, he goes to Naruto, sounds like, "Naruto, I need to talk to you." And then he shows his letter, and just Naruto's like, "Well, what are we going to do? I mean, we obviously got to go. We obviously got to go to this. It's our chance to actually get him in here. Talk to him. Don't we know?" It's like, I don't think it's that simple, Naruto. He assumes I don't know. And I don't know what's going to happen when he finds out that I do know. But I do know that, that the villagers are just going to try to take him dead or alive. I need to talk to him before that happens. You're the only other Uchiha that's left. I trust you. I trust you to be there for me. You're the only other one I can call brother. I need you on this. And so I'm asking you, will you help me help me on this? And Naruto just, looks at him dead in the eye, and just holds out his fist like, "You got it. I'm leaving a clone here." I'm gonna give us until basically we actually meet Itachi. Then then the clone's gonna pop and tell everyone what's going on. I'll try to avoid it as quick as possible. So they go off, Naruto, leaves the clone there, and eventually they do meet up with the thing is, they don't just meet up, they first meet up with the Kasame, and Naruto basically just says, no, it's good, Sasuke, you go on ahead, I'll meet up with you when it's all said and done. And, Kasame's like, "Oh, the fox bread. Oh, I didn't think we'd actually get to see you again. I assume he's just come by himself." I could just take you right now. Sasuke immediately says, "It's like you'll have your hands full with Naruto if you try that. If you try that crap." It's like, "Oh, really?" It's like, "Yeah, let's try to avoid doing this, should we, Kasame?" So Naruto and him are kind of just having a tense little chat and everything while that's going on. Sorry, making sure I wasn't hearing anyone pull up. So meanwhile, Sasuke goes and confronts his brother and is like, "Welcome, little brother. I've been waiting for you." And it's like, I figure you have. And then basically, Itachi's playing up the evil villain part. It's like, so Sasuke, why do you, what says you, or, I can't actually remember how that, whole conversation leading up to the actual fight went. And he explains, the history of the Uchiha, blah, 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 blah. And Sasuke basically finds, okay, that's enough of the theatrics. Excuse me. I know what happened. We know what happened with you and the villagers. At the village. We know that that you were forced to kill the Uchiha because of the coup they were got to, reap on the village, and that how many people were going to die on both sides. I know what you had to do. And Itachi, for his most part, is like, "Wait, how the hell did you find out about that? Who the hell told him? There's no way Danzo would have told him. Danzo was probably the only man left alive who knew about that, besides obviously Obito. So wait, how did and he basically just, how did you learn about this, Sasuke? The only ones still alive who would have known that are the village elders and Danzo. There's no way they would have given that information up willingly. It's like, you're right. Yeah, it's like, you're right. He didn't give it up willingly. And that sense alone just tells, like, what did he do to Danzo? So, and then Sasuke begins to just kind of talk to his brothers, talking about, I grew up together, and you're still my brother no matter what. I understand why you had to do it. I don't like the fact that I hate the fact you killed mom and dad, and that I can't get over. But I know why you did it, and I understand why you did it. You were put in a situation you did not want to be in, but you chose the lesser of two evils ultimately. As a kid, I wouldn't have been able to forgive you. And I might never truly forgive you for killing mom and dad, but I forgive you overall for what you did. And I know that you've secretly always loved the village, and you still love the village even now. And even Itachi just kind of looks at his brother, just a little bit of tear rolls out of his eye, like, damn it, Sasuke. Here I had this whole speech about you being played out. I've been practicing playing the villains for so many years. I had this whole speech about you being my spare eyes. Oh yeah, the whole eternal thing, right? Eternal Mangekyo, right? You're aware of that. Yeah, I haven't been able to figure it out, but Naruto has his already, and he was able to read a bit more of the stone tablet. It's like, I see, impressive. That he was how you found out about everything, wasn't he? Yeah, he has a technique. Yeah, it was a technique, one of the Mangekyo's techniques he has. So basically now, as Itachi and Sasuke are kind of having this awkward moment, so Sasuke's like, so what happens now? And he basically, Itachi actually stands up. This was going to be the part where we fought to the death, Sasuke. I still believe it will be. It's like, are you sure about that? But we don't have to fight. No, Sasuke. And then he explains, I'm dying. I don't have a long time left. I only have a couple. At this rate, at the rate I'm going, I might be dead by the end of the day. I could be dead by the next couple of weeks or at the end of the day. But I have something I want to impart to you. But I need to make sure you're worthy of it. Sasuke, realizing what this means, realizes that, yeah, his brother, no matter what, is probably going to be dead. He even says, well, it's an early, and I could heal you. If it were the early stages, and there goes my battery. I still got plenty of time, but my battery is getting low. He explains, if it was the early stages of the disease, or if it was still early on, maybe that could work. But no, it's too far advanced. I don't have time left. So I have what I want to part of you, but I need to make sure you're worthy of it. To which Sasuke's just like, again, he understands what this means very well. Come at me, little brother, and do not hold back, or I will kill you. And so they clash. And again, you get the clash of the Genjutsu with Tsukuyomi, the clash of Amaterasu. Basically, the fight goes the same, but the tone is different. Meanwhile, Zetsu's watching this like, oh crap, this is not going the way Obito had hoped. We're recording this for posterity, but he's not going to be happy. Obviously, the retrieval team has finally come in underway. Obito's stalling them, obviously. And Naruto has, at this point, gotten past Kisame, although all he did was blitz him with clones to get through him. And Kisame's like, damn it, he's not going to be happy about this. Oh well, I'll meet up with the brat another time, I'm sure. So basically, it comes down to, again, Susanoo versus Sasuke, who is, again, tired of it. He's used Kirin, which I do believe he would have developed over the years. It's like, now tell me, little brother, if you have any other tricks up your sleeve? Naruto and Sasuke's honestly just like, I gotta admit, I don't know if I do, brother. It's like, very well, but I'm not done yet, but I'm gonna keep fighting until the very end. And ultimately, he does kind of go into the curse mark a little bit. Just because he's so low on chakra, that's the only other way the curse mark can really affect him at this point. So he's so low on chakra that it's poof. It's like, damn it, not now of all times. And unfortunately, he's never had his second stage unlocked, so it's going mostly in the first stage. And Itachi aims his blade at him, and he stabs right at Sasuke. Sasuke, it talks about how he mentioned the Sasuke blade is a sealing blade, so it hits him, and he just tries to aim it just right. But unfortunately, it's like, no, this isn't going to work, so he has to get out of the way. It's just, and he avoids it and just, he forces it back down, but now he's just completely tired out. It's like, so Itachi basically just, walks up towards him. His Susanoo basically just fades into nothing, or barely anything. He's like, your eyes are mine, sus. Looks like you beat me. It's like, look like you outlasted me, Sasuke. Forgive me for everything, little brother. I love you. Because I think he definitely adds that little I love you. And because at this point, they're reconciled. It just, and Sasuke just, sees his brother down there and just, he kind of just looks at his and he actually starts crying. Like, literally just, and for the first time in all these years, he's crying. Like, ever since his family passed away, or his family was killed, he's finally letting it all out. His last legitimate blood relative, direct blood relative, is gone. The man who killed the family, clan, but who ultimately did it out of the love for his brother and everything else. He's finally letting it all out. And he's just collapsed there with his brother, and he knows exactly what Itachi meant, so he reaches for Itachi's eyes. And at that point, Zetsu, shows up, and Nobita's saying, Itachi's dead. Just as predicted. Did you record it all? Yes, we recorded the whole thing. Good, I'll enjoy watching it. Yeah, about that, what do you mean? Did the recording not take? No, we recorded it all. Then what's the problem, Zetsu? Well, you might want to. It's like Sasuke didn't follow the route. Sasuke knew about the massacre the whole time as he fought. They reconciled. It's about what? Oh, this isn't good. Let's get there now. And when they get there, they basically see Itachi's corpse there, but no Sasuke. And then he goes and just kind of peeks into Itachi's eyes. His eyes are gone. It's like, damn it. It's like, damn it. And Zetsu, what happened here? It looks like Itachi died, and Sasuke, I guess, claimed victory, but he would have been too tired to leave on his own. All of a sudden, they do see one set of footprints, and Zetsu, being a censor, is able to barely identify that it was Naruto. And looks like it was the Kyuubi container. Naruto. Blast it all. This is quite the hindrance on my plans, Zetsu. I'm aware. We'll have to send Pain after both of them. I suppose we will. And basically that's it. Naruto and Sasuke finally meet up with the gang. They apologize for everything, but they'll get a slap in the wrist and everything. But to prepare what's coming, Sasuke's going to be having those eyes transferred into him pretty quick. And Naruto even will ask Tsunade, going into his training for the Sage Mode, which he will get. I'm going to need you to do one quick thing for me as well, Lady Tsunade, or Granny Tsunade. So that's where we're going to be leaving off on that. Till then, till we get to part 18 next week. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Like, comment, share, subscribe. As always, if you want us to review something, put it in the comments below. Let us know. We'll do a review of it at some point. Next week will be the week of What If, so keep your eyes up for that. Until then, see you next time.